What's up, everybody? My name is Scott Waters. Welcome to Left Metal. It's time for a rock metal update. That's right. Time for a rock and metal update. This is going to be all 7-inch singles. A big portion of these singles is actually a gift from my good friend PASI, who I will put a link to his channel above and in the description below. PASI is a longtime vinyl community member, and him and I trade back and forth all the time. When I get to those, I'll let you know, but there's other stuff in here as well. This first one is kind of cool. This is Genesis. And yeah, this doesn't really actually fit into the hard rock or metal thing, but y'all know I'm a big Genesis fan, and I just thought this was a cool shaped picture disc, and it was fairly inexpensive. Actually, I did it in a trade, so it was very inexpensive for me. Yeah, it's let's see if I can remember Taking It All Too Hard on the B side, and that's all on the A side. So it is a 7-inch single, but it's in an oversized plastic sleeve. And you can see it's one of those shaped things. I actually probably have 10 or 15 of those shaped picture discs. I don't purposely collect them, but I do have a few of them just from picking them up over the years. This next batch is definitely from the ones that PASI sent me. This is an original pressing of Hit and Run by Girl School, new wave of British heavy metal, much in the Motorhead's vein with the all-female band. I'm sure everybody watching this video probably knows who Girl School is, but bronze label. This was actually reissued maybe 2 years ago on a record store day, I believe it was. But yeah, this is an original pressing with Tonight on the B-side. And here's the, let me show you the back cover too. Not much to it, but I'll show it to you anyhow. This next one I was very excited about. I'm always looking for Aerosmith singles that I don't have. Pictures of singles, and this is one I just never owned. This is What It Takes. So this would have been, what, 1989? And this is a German pressing with Monkey on My Back. 89 or 87? Now I gotta look. No, I was right, 89. Cool. Yeah, so there's the front cover and the back cover. It's not much to it. It just has the purple, watery looking Aerosmith logo, which I've always thought was kind of cool. So yeah, just another to add to the ever-growing, ever-expanding Aerosmith collection. Thank you very much, PASI. You rule for picking this up for me. UFO Lonely Hearts. This is another German pressing on the Chrysalis label. And the B-side, I can't remember what the B-side was now. Long Gone, the B-side. So this is one I actually haven't even heard yet. This is a solo single from Freddie Mercury from the Metropolis movie. This is Love Kills. I don't remember what's on the B-side of this. Rotang's Party Robot Dance by Giorgio Moroder. I have no idea. I haven't heard this. I haven't spun this single yet. But I'm a Queen fan and a Freddie Mercury fan, so therefore this is a very cool pickup from him. Yeah, I need to check this one out. I really don't know this song. I'm sure somebody out there does. So, continuing in the Genesis mode, this is Phil Collins, Another Day in Paradise, picture sleeve single. Backed with Heat in the Street. So there you go. Back to the hard rock metal. This is Budgie keeping a rendezvous with Apartus on the back. Apartus. There's the front and the back, and this is on the RCA label. And then I believe this is a UK pressing. Yep. Is it? Nah, I can't tell. I think I'm pretty sure it's a UK pressing, but regardless, I don't see Budgie singles show up very often at all, so this is a really cool find. Another cool Nazareth single, again, PASI, one that I just didn't own, and another band that I collect singles by, Nazareth, Where Are You Now? This is on the Vertigo label. On the Run is the B-side, and it's from the Soul Elixir album, and you can see the photo of the album cover in the back there. And this is going to be a German copy, German pressing. No MSG. This is Cry for the Nation single. UK pressing on the Chrysalis label, backed with Into the Arena Live, and there again it's on the Chrysalis label. Macaulay Schenker Group, MSG, no MSG. This is Nightmare backed with Bad Boys acoustic version, which is I believe a non-album track from that album. There's the back cover. This is on the Electrola label. This is another German pressing from 1991? Yes, 1991. Man, I didn't think that album was that late. But I guess it was. Okay, that's it for the PASI stuff, and I mean that's just an amazing pile of records, which you will be receiving a pile of records from me in the near future as well. But I do have some more singles here. These are actually Record Store Day pickups. I didn't go to Record Store Day. Thankfully, my friend and his wife went, and his wife shopped for me, which is awesome. So, because there was a few things I wanted, and these next three are definitely ones that I wanted. So, first up, you get the Motorhead Rockaway Beach single. I missed the Motorhead single from last year on Record Store Day, and I collect Motorhead singles, so I mean I just wanted these. You know, I mean, I shouldn't say at all costs, but I really wanted these. So you get Rockaway Beach on one side and a live version of the Ramones on the back side. So it's basically a Motorhead tribute to the Ramones 7-inch single. Very cool. Love the cover artwork. Like the Motorhead logo in the the bold Ramones font. And then this one too, which was it's a gatefold 2 LP 2 7-inch set. It's the 40th anniversary double 7-inch picture disc celebration of the loudest, dirtiest bastard rock and roll of 1979. And I have popped this open. I haven't spun it yet because I do have the originals on these, and they're picture discs as well. So there you go. Those are the picture discs. So you see Bomber and Overkill. Too Late, and Over the Top of the B-sides for that. So this is just a very, very nice package. Very glad to have this one. I'm glad I didn't miss it this year. So that's cool. And then finally, this is the, I have opened this one as well, although I have the plastic here. This is the Saxon Thunderbolt, the singles. So what you have here is 5 7-inch singles, all from the Thunderbolt album. So you've got Thunderbolt, They Played Rock and Roll, Nosferatu, The Vampire's Waltz, Predator, and The Secret of Flight. All those on separate 7-inch singles, and then the B-sides for all those are live versions of the same songs. So kind of a cool package, not something you see very often. I think it was like I said, I wasn't there to buy them, but I'm thinking this thing was selling for somewhere in the neighborhood of $40, which, yeah, it's kind of expensive, but for Record Store Day, not really. Not for, you know, a box set with 5 singles in it. So there's the box. And then here is the just a little insert card that comes inside of it with all the information on the back. And the Thunderbolt single, front and back, and they're all on black vinyl. They Played Rock and Roll, backed with, of course, They Played Rock and Roll Live. Nosferatu, The Vampire's Waltz, single. Predator, I love the cover on this one. It's very simplistic, but I really like simplistic covers like this. Just to the point. Predator. And then finally, The Secret of Flight, another cool cover, front and back cover. So yeah, that's a pretty nice set. Like I said, I think, you know, most Record Store Day things are a little pricey, and sometimes you get lucky and those things sell out and they end up being worth more than what you paid for them. Sometimes they don't, and you can pick them up later cheaper, whatever. I was just glad to get this one. Like I said, I missed out on the Motorhead single last year, and I was kind of bummed about that, because I'm just a huge Motorhead fan to begin with. So, but otherwise, really glad to have this, as well as the other two I showed. And then I got a handful more here. These ones, this one I showed before, but I'm kind of perplexed on this one. This is Tequila Sunrise, Surrender to Me by Robin Zander and Ann Wilson. Now, what do you do with a single like that? Do you put it under Cheap Trick? You put it under Heart? You put it under Zander or Wilson? I'm not sure where to file this one. I'm thinking I might file it with Cheap Trick stuff, but I don't know, because Ann Wilson's the vocalist on the track, so who knows. Anyhow, What do you think? Where would you put this record? And don't tell me in the trash because you don't like those two bands. I know a lot of people don't like that kind of mainstream stuff, but another pre-single I picked up off a seller from the Facebook CD and Record Asylum. This is Hot for Love and Locked In picture sleeve single. Pre-singles just do not show up very often, so whenever I see them, I snag them immediately. And I like this song. I like Locked In. It's a cool song. It does have that very 80s feel to the production, but it's still a cool song. I mean, it's not like as cheesy as like, we don't need no parade. Although obviously it's a catchy song because I'm singing it. And then I also bought this little stack of sweet singles. So Little Willie in the original Bell sleeve. I actually took it out and put it in a white sleeve to protect that sleeve because it's pretty old. One of Sweet's heavier songs, Action, back with Medusa in the original Capitol sleeve. And then finally, this is Fox on the Run, backed with Born to the Flame, again on the original Capitol sleeve. And I believe that is it. Yes, that is it. That is my 7-inch update. So appreciate you all watching. Again, love the comments. I love speaking to you all. What's playing in the background, I guess I should mention, is... Oh, no, I'm not wearing a shirt. I thought I was wearing a shirt today. Ritual Servant. This is their new album, Metallum Evangeli, old school thrash metal. This is a brand new album on Rocks Records, actually. And yes, I did do the layout for this one. No, I did not do the cover art. So that's it. Appreciate y'all watching once again, and God bless and stay strong.